The Galactic Combat Academy's training arena fell silent as Cadet Sarah Chen stepped onto the crystalline fighting platform. At barely 5 feet tall and weighing what most species considered a featherweight, she looked impossibly small against the towering figure waiting for her across the ring. Vextar the Bone Crusher stood 9 feet of pure predator muscle, his chitinous exoskeleton gleaming under the harsh arena lights. As the reigning champion of the Catherian Dominion, he had never tasted defeat. His razor-sharp mandibles clicked with anticipation as he studied the fragile-looking human female before him. "This is madness," growled Commander Thrak, the Academy's Ursinian director. His massive bear-like frame shifted uncomfortably in the observation deck. "Humans shouldn't even be in the advanced combat program. They're too soft, too weak." The other instructors murmured their agreement. In the 3 months since the Terran Federation had joined the Galactic Alliance, their cadets had consistently performed at the bottom of every physical assessment. Their bone density was laughably low, their muscle fibers inefficient, and their reaction times adequate at best. The human requested this demonstration personally, reminded Dr. Zelani, the Academy's ethereal medical officer. Her translucent form shimmered with concern. "She claims her species has been underestimated." Sarah could hear every word through her enhanced hearing implant. She had specifically requested they leave the observation deck's audio feed open. Let them doubt. Let them assume. She had learned long ago that being underestimated was often humanity's greatest advantage. The referee, a crystalline being whose body rang like wind chimes when it moved, announced the rules. "This is a demonstration combat between Cadet Chen of Terra and Champion Vextar of Kythera. Standard Academy rules apply. No lethal force fight continues until submission or incapacitation." Vextar's laugh was like grinding stone. "I will try not to break you too quickly, little soft skin. Perhaps I can make it last 30 seconds for the entertainment value." Sarah said nothing. Instead, she closed her eyes and began the breathing technique her grandfather had taught her. An ancient human practice called meditation that most alien species dismissed as primitive mysticism. Her heart rate slowed. Her muscles relaxed. Her mind became perfectly still. The starting bell chimed. Vextar charged immediately, his massive form moving with surprising speed. His clawed hand swept toward Sarah's head in a move that had felled dozens of opponents. To the observers, it looked like certain victory. Sarah was no longer there. The human had moved with fluid grace, her body seeming to bend impossibly as she slipped beneath the champion's guard. Her small fist connected with a nerve cluster just beneath Vextar's primary joint. The Catherian stumbled, confusion replacing confidence. "Impossible," breathed Commander Thrak. "Humans don't have that kind of speed." Dr. Zelani's sensors were recording frantically. Her muscle fibers, they're contracting in patterns I've never seen. And her bone density, it's increasing in real time. What the aliens didn't understand was that humans were persistence hunters. Their bodies were designed not for raw strength, but for adaptation. Sarah's muscles were flooding with adrenaline, her bones hardening under stress, her nervous system accelerating beyond its normal parameters. Evolution had given humanity something far more dangerous than claws or armor, the ability to become more than they were when survival demanded it. Vextar spun, his tail lashing toward Sarah's midsection. She caught it with both hands, her feet sliding backward from the impact. The champion's triumphant roar died as he tried to pull free and found his tail locked in an unbreakable grip. "Humans," Sarah said quietly, her voice carrying across the silent arena. "Spent 2 million years hunting animals faster, stronger, and more dangerous than themselves. We didn't win through superior weaponry or armor. We won through superior endurance." She began to turn, using Vextar's own momentum against him. The massive predator found himself spinning helplessly, his feet leaving the ground as the tiny human became a fulcrum of controlled violence. "We learned to break horses that could kick our heads off. We learned to track predators across continents. We learned that the secret to defeating something stronger isn't to be stronger. It's to be smarter, more patient, and utterly relentless." Vextar crashed to the arena floor with enough force to crack the crystalline surface. Before he could recover, Sarah was on him, her small hands finding pressure points that no Catherian had known existed. Ancient human knowledge, acupuncture, anatomy, the precise application of force, combined with alien physiology she had studied obsessively for months. The champion's roar became a whimper as Sarah's fingers found the nerve cluster that controlled his motor functions. His massive frame went limp. "Submission," he gasped. "I submit." Sarah released him immediately and stepped back, offering a hand to help him up. The gesture of sportsmanship was purely human. Most species would have pressed their advantage. The observation deck erupted in shocked discussion. Commander Thrak was reviewing the combat footage with disbelief written across his features.
How did she move like that?
How did she know exactly where to strike? Dr. Zalani was analyzing her bio readings with fascination. Their adrenaline response is completely different from any species we've cataloged. Under stress, humans don't just fight harder, they literally become stronger, faster, more resilient. And this knowledge of anatomical weak points, it's as if they're natural-born hunters of anything that lives. Sarah walked to the center of the arena and addressed the observation deck directly. "My instructors have called humans fragile. They've said we're too weak for frontline combat, fit only for support roles and technical positions." Her voice was steady, but her eyes burned with quiet intensity. They forgot something important about fragile things. She gestured to the cracked arena floor where Vextar still lay stunned. Fragile things learn to be very, very good at breaking everything else first. The silence stretched for long moments before Commander Thrak's voice boomed across the arena. "Cadet Chen, report to the Advanced Combat Instructor program tomorrow morning. It seems we have underestimated your species' potential." As Sarah left the arena, she could hear the excited chatter of alien cadets who had witnessed something they never thought possible. The human students would no longer be dismissed, no longer relegated to the margins of military training. Humanity had just announced itself to the galaxy in the most unmistakable way possible, by proving that the most dangerous predator is often the one that doesn't look like a predator at all. Behind her, Vextar slowly pulled himself to his feet, his respect for the small human growing with every passing moment. In his culture, strength was everything. Today, he had learned that strength came in forms his people had never imagined. The galaxy was about to discover what humans had always known. It's not the size of the warrior in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the warrior.